People, here's what I'm talking about. Here's an example of what I'm talking about. I had a guy, he signs up for the report back in March, 30-day free trial. Then he quits in April. He cancels, right? Okay, fine. You're allowed to do that. Nobody's locked in. Then he comes back to me in June. He says, I want to get the report. I said, well, you quit the first time. I want to get the report. Okay, but you don't get another 30-day free trial. He's like, okay, I'll pay for it. So he buys a month subscription. Then he quits again. People, listen, let me tell you something out there. All of you out there. Make up your mind, all right? Make up your mind. Some of you are as flighty as 13-year-old girls. Come on, make up your mind. If you're going to quit, then quit. If you come back after you quit, then try to stick it out. Go back inside of yourself, in your head, and examine, number one, why it is you quit, but more importantly, why it is you came back. If you quit, then my advice is stay quit. But if you quit and decide to come back, then stick with it. That is you telling yourself something. It is you telling yourself that behavior of not committing, whether you realize it consciously or not, maybe subconsciously, because it's gnawing at you. It's eating you up. And this has nothing to do with my report. It's about behavior. If you quit and you come back, that's because something inside of you is eating you up. It's gnawing at you. You kind of understand, maybe not on a conscious level, but on a subconscious level, that kind of behavior is no good. It gets you nowhere. I mean, something inside of you intrinsically is telling you that was the wrong thing to do. That's why you came back. And then when you quit again, you keep repeating. That is a self-sabotaging behavior. So here's my suggestion. If you quit, stay quit. I don't like quitters. So if you quit, stay quit. But if you quit and you decide to come back, then understand something. That is your subconscious telling you something about your behavior. When I talk about mental game and when I teach mental game, and I've said this before, in the process of developing mental game, we have to, on a regular basis, kind of give ourselves self-evaluations. I have used the analogy of a doctor making rounds in a hospital. He goes around, he checks on the patients. He checks heart rate and blood pressure and body temperature and how are they feeling. Just to see the status of his patients. You have to do that to yourself. And the thing that I say is that, you have to be aware of your emotional state at all times. And you have to think about how you are feeling. And if something is bothering you, you have to try to get to the root of what that is. Or if you engage in certain behavior that is kind of self-sabotaging, that is working against your interests, then you have to stop and understand, first of all, the mechanism why that is happening. And then I've said it before, awareness doesn't change behavior. Once you are aware, most likely that behavior is based on something irrational, a thought that's irrational, just a habitual behavior that may have been built up over time, and you're not even aware of it because it's a habit, but it's self-damaging. And then you have to work to change it. But if you quit and you come back, there was a reason for that. You may not be conscious of the reason, but there was a reason for that. Something inside you gnawing at you, eating you up, saying, you know what, I should have stuck with it. But then when you come back and then you quit again, that's habit. That's like a fear. You know what that is? That's a fear of success. I used to have that a long time, over a long period of my life. Every time I was there ready to grab the brass ring and have that success, I would sabotage myself. I would make it not happen. And I would always think it was because of something else. Always because of my analysis, always because of this person or this situation. No, I did not allow myself to have it. People, allow yourself to have it. Have it. So here's the thing. If you quit, stay quit. Because, you're a quitter. I can't change somebody who does not have it within themselves to change their own behavior and allow themselves to have good things and success. I cannot. You ultimately have to be the one to allow yourself to have, success and good things in your life and happiness and all that other stuff and relationships and everything. I cannot. I can coach you, I can help you, but in the end, that is your decision. But if you quit and then you come back, there is a reason for that. Allow that to happen. Let it unfold. All right? That means something inside of you is trying to help you, and you're not allowing that to happen. Think about that, people. It's very, very important what I just told you.